In this video, I'm going to talk about all the Disneyland Paris news that was announced at D23 tonight in Anaheim. Hi everyone, how's life and welcome to another one of my videos. I am currently in Anaheim. I've just come back from D23 Day 2 with the Parks panel at the Honda Center, where they announced quite a few things for Disneyland Paris, as well as a bunch of other things for the other Disney parks and Disney Cruise Line across the world. But in this video, I'm going to be focusing on everything that they announced about Disneyland Paris, and there was quite a few things actually, and I'm excited, so let's talk about them. Of course, the biggest announcement about Disneyland Paris was the reveal of the third land in Disney Adventure World / what we know as Walt Disney Studios Park right now, and there had been some rumors before, but everything ended up being true. Tonight they confirmed it, that we are going to be getting an exclusive land actually to Disneyland Paris, the first ever Lion King land, and I'm excited. I think Lion King is a very popular, very beloved film. It's been around for so many years now. I mean, it came out back in the 90s and people still talk about it, people still absolutely love it. It's a timeless classic Disney film and the characters are so loved, and so to be getting a full-on land to do with Lion King in Disneyland Paris, unique to Disneyland Paris, at least we're going to have the first one. Who knows in the future, Disney might add the same land to other parks as well. They like doing that from time to time. However, we are going to be getting the very first Lion King land in Disneyland Paris. That is very, very exciting. There's going to be Pride Rock, there's going to be some shopping experiences, dining, you can meet some characters, and I'm really intrigued about that actually. Obviously, they didn't go into detail, but in terms of characters, the Lion King characters that we can see around the Disney parks are Rafiki and Timon. Sometimes during exclusive events, you might be able to meet the hyenas from the Lion King, but I wonder if they'll find a way to bring some more of the Lion King characters into meet and greets, possibly for when Lion King Land opens in Disney Adventure World. So that should be very exciting. And of course, there's going to be so many other things coming as well. Like I said, shopping, dining, as well as one attraction that we can already see in the concept art, and it looks to be a water ride. That is a long time coming, because when Disneyland Paris first opened years and years ago in 1992, we never got a water ride, and one of the reasons was because Paris, the weather there is quite unpredictable. We can get very cold weather in the winter, it rains a lot. It makes sense as to why Splash Mountain, or now obviously Tiana's Bayou Adventure, never made it to Disneyland Paris, whereas I believe most of the other parks, not all of them, but most of the other parks do have some kind of water ride. So for us in Disneyland Paris to be getting our very first water ride, water attraction, and the fact that it has to do with Lion King, I think makes a lot of sense. And by the concept art, it looks to be kind of like a log flume, so I'm presuming something like what we knew as Splash Mountain and now Tiana's Bayou Adventure, except with the theming of the Lion King, and hopefully we'll get some animatronics involved as well. Obviously that's still a few years in the future, but yeah, that's the Lion King land coming to Disney Adventure World. I'm very excited about it. I think so many people are actually. It's like a film that, like I said, so many people love, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments as well actually. I loved Lion King as a child. I still think it's an incredible Disney film. It's not one of my personal favorites, but I can see why people love it so much, and it's stood the test of time. It's one of those classics that people still love now, and I think considering we already know that we're going to be getting a Frozen world, which I am going to get to that in a bit, Lion King kind of in the same park makes so much sense, because so many people compare Frozen with Lion King, or say that Frozen is a new Lion King, it's as popular as the Lion King, and Lion King is still popular. Frozen, of course, is also popular. These are both very, very popular films and franchises, so to have, attractions and themed lands for both of them in the same park is going to be a big pull to get Disney fans and tourists into the park, so that should be very exciting. But yeah, let's go to a clip now of when Josh D'Amaro actually announced the Lion King coming to Disney Adventure World.
So as our friend Rafiki would say,
there you go.
It is time.
Yeah.
That's right, everybody. We're creating a major Lion King.
Lion King is confirmed. We all knew it, but it's confirmed.
There is a lot of excitement around the Lion King right now. The original movie is celebrating its 30th anniversary. And our attraction, it'll be based on this animated classic. First, you're going to have a chance to explore the Pride Lands and a new area of the park with dining. It'll have shopping. You'll have a chance to meet some of the favorite characters. And then when you're ready, you'll head down into the caves beneath Pride Rock to follow Simba from cub to king. It'll feel like you stepped right into that.
But before the future opening of Pride Lands dedicated to the Lion King, we of course do still have World of Frozen to talk about. Now, tonight at the D23 event, we did get some kind of date as to when we can expect to see World of Frozen open in Disney Adventure World, and that is 2026. So still a couple of years away. I was hoping for it to be maybe late 2025, but 2026, I guess maybe that's what they need. I don't know. Hopefully that means that when it does open, it's going to be just phenomenal and all the little details would have been tweaked. I'm sure there's a reason that they're choosing to have the opening date or year be 2026, but that's all we know so far. We don't know if it's going to be the beginning of 2026, middle of it, late 2026. I would presume at this point that it's going to be the first half of 2026 for sure. And of course, we already know that with World of Frozen, we are going to be getting Frozen Ever After, which is a very similar attraction to what they have in Epcot and also Hong Kong Disneyland. Make sure you check out my Hong Kong Disneyland vlogs, by the way, because I was very lucky to be able to go on Frozen Ever After, the Hong Kong version, which is going to be more or less the exact same version that we're going to be getting in Paris. And the animatronics there are fantastic. Like Elsa, Anna, the way they move, so cool, much better than Walt Disney World's version. So yeah, we're going to be getting that. We already know that there's going to be an Anna and Elsa character meet and greet as well, which is actually unique to our version of World of Frozen. Hong Kong Disneyland doesn't have that, so that should be very fun. And I think Disneyland Paris fans have been wanting an Anna and Elsa character meet for a long time, so it'll be interesting to see how they go about that, especially because I'm guessing they're going to have really long queues. So I'm sure Disneyland Paris will figure out a way before that opens. We've still got about a year or so to wait until World of Frozen is here with us. But then the cool thing is that tonight we found out that in the same year as World of Frozen opening, so in 2026, we are also going to be getting a new nighttime show in Disney Adventure World, which is going to be happening around the lake. Now that is very exciting. There's been rumors for quite a few years actually as to what kind of nighttime show would work well for the future of Walt Disney Studios Park / Disney's Adventure World, with the lake, you know, opening up and everything, all the surrounding areas. It's going to look so beautiful, that whole area around for World of Frozen, and with the, obviously, you know, Pride Lands, the Lion King happening as well. We're going to have a huge lake, and we saw a full-on model of it actually at D23 yesterday too, and I may know posted about it on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, Sam Forgot is my username. But yeah, we do already have some concept art of the show happening around the central lake in Disney Adventure World, and it looks to be amazing. They're going to be using drones, water drones by the looks of it. I think maybe some fireworks as well. Who knows? But I think it's going to be a very wonderful show, similar maybe to the likes of Fantasmic, World of Color, something to the likes of those. And then I think because they're going to have the restaurant as well, like a sit-down restaurant opening in a couple of years' time too, they might even start doing these dining packages that the US parks do. I think that would be really cool because people would want to have a really nice spot for this amazing new nighttime show coming to Disney Adventure World, and so they can make use of the restaurant as well to put them together. But that's not confirmed. That's just something that I think might happen. We'll just have to wait and see if it does or not.
And we'll celebrate this new name with a nighttime spectacular that only Disney could create. And I'm excited to tell you that we have a brand new show that will debut in 2026 on the park's new lake, Adventure Bay. Woo! This will be a 360-degree experience featuring fountains, music and water, screens, lasers, illuminated drones, and of course, we'll have original music.
Speaking of shows though, perhaps the most unexpected Disneyland Paris news of the night was that we're actually going to be getting a brand new nighttime spectacular show for Disneyland Park and Disneyland Paris starting from January of 2025. So literally in just a few months' time, and I'm so excited about this one. From what we've heard so far, there's going to be some drones, projections, fireworks, maybe some water elements as well. It's going to be incredible, and for the very first time, Disneyland Paris is actually going to be using Main Street USA as a way to put projections and include it into their nighttime spectacular. I am honestly so excited about this one because something that I think we've come to know and appreciate in the past few years, especially with Disneyland Paris, is that they really do a fantastic job of entertainment. So whether it's a nighttime show like their drone shows, which they've become very much known for, their daily shows, parades, etc., I can honestly say hand to heart that Disneyland Paris does some of the best entertainment of any of the other Disney parks. I've been to all of them now, and no other park does it like Disneyland Paris, especially their nighttime shows. And I think it was about time that we, got a new nighttime show. Disney Illuminations has been around for quite some time now, and Disney Dreams, as much as I loved it, it's a pretty old show. It was debuted back in 2012, so that's over a decade ago. So we were in need of a new nighttime spectacular, and to have a full-on new nighttime show. I mean, this is not going to be just like a 5 or 10 minute show. This is going to be a full-on, basically, if you think of Illuminations or Disney Dreams, that's the length we're looking like. It's going to replace Illuminations, and I'm so excited. The concept art looks amazing. There's so many cool characters on it and drones. It's going to be so fun. I'm excited to hear the music that they're going to be using for it, and all of this is going to be coming very soon because January of 2025. We're in August right now, 10th of August actually, Saturday 10th of August here in Anaheim still. If you're watching me in the UK or Europe, you're already on Sunday. But yeah, January is only a few months away, so I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, that basically wraps it up for all the news that we heard about Disneyland Paris. So we've got kind of a date for Frozen 2026. We now also know that when Frozen opens, there will also be some kind of show happening in Disney Adventure World on the lake, which looks very, very exciting and promising. I can't wait for that. Also, Lion King Land is going to be the third land that we have in Disney Adventure World. And then last but not least, we have this show coming to Disneyland Park, replacing Disney Illuminations from January of 2025. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Please let me know what you guys think of everything mentioned about Disneyland Paris at D23. One thing that Josh D'Amaro said at the end of the whole presentation is that everything that was announced tonight, not just Disneyland Paris and stuff, but everything, and there was so many attractions and shows and things announced for the other parks, especially the US parks too. He said that they should all be prepared and opened in the next 5 years. Now, whether or not that actually happens, who knows? But that is promising. I mean, if he actually means that, and if Disney is actually trying to make sure that all of these projects are, you know, done and finished in the next 5 years, then we could potentially be looking at seeing the Lion King Land, Pride Land open by 2028, 2029. That would be fun. And then who knows, by then we might even have some more exciting announcements for future expansion. So I'm pretty sure in 2026 we are going to be hearing about some other expansions to Disneyland Paris, so stay tuned for that as well. If I'm still around, I will be covering it. But yeah, I am very, very tired, but also very excited. I was so happy and just privileged to be in the D23 Honda Center event tonight. It felt so special. The atmosphere was phenomenal, and obviously I was excited about the Disneyland Paris stuff because it's my home park, but they announced so many other things as well for the other Disney parks, as well as Disney Cruise Line, and especially like Walt Disney World got so much, Disneyland California as well, but they ended the night with Villains Land coming to Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World, and the cheers, the crowds, the way they just responded to that was something that I'll never forget. I cried about 4 or 5 times, honestly, and I didn't expect to, and I think the tears came just because I felt so lucky to be here, and it was just the atmosphere and being surrounded by all these other Disney loving people that made it so special for me. I mean, the announcements were great, don't get me wrong, but it was just amazing to be there, and there were so many exciting things happening. Obviously, Disneyland Paris, I've mentioned them here in this video, but just across all the Disney parks, and tonight really made me proud to be a Disney fan. It was a very special night, I think, to be a Disney fan, and unlike the D23 event a couple of years ago, back in 2022, where most of the fans came disappointed from the event, you know, not much was actually announced, I feel like this year they really went all out. I mean, Josh D'Amaro, you could see his face on stage. He was very happy with himself. He was happy with how the crowd had responded to things, and I think the Disney fans were truly happy with everything that was announced as well. So with that being said though, I'm gonna love you and leave you. It is currently about 5 minutes to midnight here in Anaheim. I need to go and edit this video and put it up for you as soon as possible, and then also sleep. I only had 3 hours of sleep last night, guys, because D23 is a busy, big event. There's things going on all the time. We want to be at the convention center at like 8 o'clock in the morning, editing, videoing. There's just a lot going on, so I will be catching up on sleep later, don't worry. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'd love to hear any thoughts you have about D23 and all the announcements, especially about Disneyland Paris. Thank you so much for watching this video though. Huge shout out to my lovely Patreon members and YouTube members. You guys are amazing, and I'm going to love you and leave you, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.